Hello everyone. I am just going to get these out of the way. How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jana Edwards and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm here today to teach you our weekly, or to demonstrate some products during our weekly live card class. If you're here joining me today, please leave me a message in the comments so I can know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know that you're here joining me today. Today we are going to be working with the, can I get this right? There we go, with the Amber Autumn bundle. If you missed yesterday, yesterday. Normally I go live on Thursdays at 3. My mom's having eye surgery tomorrow, so I'm going live today instead of tomorrow. But if you were here yesterday, you saw we created these 2 cards here. So cute. If you want to watch the replay, it is live over on my YouTube channel. Or you can visit my blog here, right here. Probably later this afternoon, and I will have the detailed instructions for the cards. If you would like the class kit and the PDF instructions for the cards that we created this week, just simply place a $50 order in my online store and I will send you the kits as a free thank you. It's almost like a free with purchase kit. So if you were to come to my home and we would create the kits in my home, you would place an order and you get the kits for free. So it's the same concept. The only thing is I cannot send any stamped images, any pre-stamped images with the kits. So you will need the bundle that we are using today or use whatever you have in your stash, okay? The Stampin' Up! Has some really cool autumn stamp sets, and I was going through my stash of stamp sets. I'm getting ready to get rid of a bunch of my stuff, so look forward to that. I haven't decided if I'm going to just sell them outright or do a BOGO sale. So I'm still deciding on what to do and get those together, but you'll be the first to know, okay? Like I said, if you're here joining me today, please let me know. I'm gonna just make sure that I am live here on Facebook. There we are. And I got a notification on YouTube saying that it should be live on YouTube. So if you're here watching me, please leave me a comment and let me know. I'm going to turn my camera down to my work surface. Switch down to my work surface real quick, and I'm just going to go through a few announcements. One of the big ones is if you have ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! Or if you would just like to grab your kit. Right now, Stampin' Up! Has a fantastic join offer. Right now, you get $125 worth of product for $35. It's a great deal. So if you would like to sign up or if you would like to join, grab a starter kit. You're under no obligation to sell any products. I'm going to put this on the screen real quick. So it's now through October the 31st. You can get $125 of product for $35 or $189 worth of product for $99. You should be able to scan the QR code here and it will take you to my website where there'll be a lot more information. And you scroll down to the bottom of that post and there should be a link that says build your starter kit, and it will take you to everything that you need to fill out. You can choose your items. Be sure that you look through all the items. There's some pre-order stuff that's coming out November the 4th. You're able to grab that pre-order stuff. Those pre-order items, which are really great. There's a new suite of products that I'm going to be creating a class around for December. So My goal is to do the next 2 weeks. This week and next week we'll do autumn or fall projects, and then in November, the end part of November, we'll start doing Christmas projects, and then I will have a 12 weeks of Christmas, 12 days, not 12 weeks, 12 days of Christmas series that we'll go through like I did last year. And I hope that you'll be here to join me. Hopefully, I'm trying to get a craft along together. A lot of the products that I wanted to grab are out of stock and they won't be in stock till the middle of November. So I'm trying to work something else out. But like I said, this is a great, it's a great time to join. Now you get to be part of a creative community. It's really wonderful. Lots of benefits. You get a 20% discount. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to sell. You can be your own best customer. You can, I think, you know, if you want some more information on that, you can send me an email. I'll be happy to talk to you, or give me a phone call. Let me know that you want some more information. But right now, you can't pass it up. It's $125 in product for 35 bucks. So scan the QR code that's there on the screen, and it will take you to my blog, which has a lot more information. It should answer a lot of your questions. But if you still have questions, like I said, feel free to email me. But don't let this offer slip you by if you have ever been interested, or if you just want to take advantage of this great deal, okay? Let me do this. I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to go. Sorry, I'm trying to get this done. Okay, so here we go. We created this little card and this card. This card was inspired by Tammy. I think it's Stamp with Tammy. I can't remember what her name is, but she's been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator forever. And this one, I know I saw something, I think maybe this one was in the catalog, and I just changed a lot of the colors. I think it was, let's see. We're going to go to pages 40. If you don't have a mini catalog and you would like one, the products are going to retire. I'm not sure that all of them will retire. Sometimes they move them over to the current products list. So some of the products out of this catalog is going to retire in December. Here it is. It's this card right here. I took this card here and created this card. So it's basically, it's basically the layout of this card, but I changed my colors, okay? So I took that from the catalog, and then also the second card, one of the cards that we're creating today, I took from the catalog. The catalog has a one sheet wonder here that shows you how to cut your cardstock or cut your designer series paper, and you can create several different cards out of just one piece of cardstock. But I recreated this card right here. So it's this card here, right there on page 42. I thought it was pretty. It's mostly designer series paper, not any coloring. So I thought it was pretty simple. Very duplicatable, very easy to recreate if you needed to mass produce a bunch of fall cards. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this one today. I'm going to zoom my camera in just a little bit for you. Okay. And I'm going to close that so I don't hurt myself or mess with my screen. Sometimes I'll bump my mouse and it'll close my screen on me. One more little, there we go. All right. So like I said, if you would like the kits for this week's projects, which will be these, you'll get the kits for this card, these two cards, and the other card that we're going to create today, which is this really cute fun fold right here that was inspired by Melissa Faust. You can get the kits for these 4 cards by placing a $50 order in my online store. There should be links in the description of the video. There's also links in the description of the video if you're wanting more information about that join offer or starter kit offer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Your kit will come like this. You'll have all of your designer series paper and your cardstock already cut out for you. I just can't send any stamped images, and I don't send, if the die cut images are part of the bundle, I don't send those either. You'll have to cut those out yourself. But you will get these pieces here. You'll get your card base and all of your layering pieces to create the card. This one should go pretty fast. So we have a piece of, it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I'm just going to fold that in half real quick. Then I have a piece of 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 Cajun Craze. I'm going to add some seal, Stampin' Seal to the back of this piece of cardstock here. I love fall colors, but I'm ready to start creating my Christmas projects. All right, so we have that there. And then this piece is, it is 4 by 5 1/4. This is a piece of the designer series paper, the Autumn Toile designer series paper. And I might be out of my seal. And I don't have another one ready to go, so let me just grab a refill. These are super easy to refill. If you have the Stampin' Seal, you just take the cartridge out, toss that in the trash. Open a new one. And we're going to pop that. Well, pop that right into place. And then pop your cartridge back together, and it's that simple. So we're going to add some seal to the back side of this piece. Whoops. And we are going to layer this right on top of our piece of Cajun Craze cardstock. Okay, so you should have a base that looks like this. Then we have two other strips of the designer series paper that measure 1 1/2 by 4 1/2. And I'm going to take, Stampin' Up had this banner punch, this banner label punch, so I'm going to use this, but you could always just take your paper snips and you could cut down the middle here and then cut your 2 corners off like that. I just had this punch available, so I thought I would use it. This punch is retired. Okay. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of these banners. And one of them is going to come a little higher to the top of the card. I'm going to put that right about there. And then the other one, we'll add some adhesive and layer it. They're kind of offset from each other instead of being in a straight line. So we have one going up and one going down right about there. Then I have a stylish shaped circle that I cut. I use the stylish shaped circles dies to cut this circle out, and the circle is about 2 1/4 inches. I'm going to grab my stamp that says Autumn Wishes from the stamp set. I'm going to grab my Let's set that up there. I'm going to grab my Early Espresso ink pad. Hey Buffy, I see you're joining me. I'm so glad you're getting to watch. Okay, I'm going to stamp Autumn Wishes right in the center of that circle. Oh, when you have the cling stamps, sometimes if your ink pad is really juicy, you can get the ink around the edges. And that's what I did here on this edge, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to use my little die cut foliage pieces from the die set, and I'm going to cover that up. So I'm okay that that's showing a little bit. All right, so I'm going to grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to add about 3 dimensionals here. Take the backings off, and then I'm going to position it just over to the left of these 2 banners. I want this right side to hang off of the right side. Sorry, over to the right side. My husband says I get my left and right wrong all the time, and I really do. I'll tell him, no, turn left, when I really mean turn right. Okay. So now I used the, let me show you the die. I used this die here, the leaf die, and then this die. And the leaf die, this particular leaf die will cut out this image here, and then you have your centerpiece that comes out like this, so you could use this piece also. And I cut out 2 of the Mossy Meadow leaves, 2 Cajun Craze, Cajun Craze, and then 1 of these in Early Espresso. I cut out 1 using this die right here. Okay, so I'm going to get my silicone mat and my liquid glue, and I'm going to build these. I'm going to build our little leaf bouquet, I guess. Okay, so I want 1 of the green leaves to go in the back. And then I'm going to take, and I'm making sure that my smooth side is facing upward. I'm going to take 1 of my leaves, and I'm just going to put some glue right here on the edge here. I'm going to overlap it and stick that right there. I'm using my silicone mat because the glue, once it dries, it won't stick to it. Now I want to stick one here on this side, so I'm going to put my glue on the left side of the back. Does that make sense? The back of the left side. There you go. So we're going to glue that right there. Then I'm going to take my brown, I guess this would be like a wheat piece, but I die cut it in brown, and I'm going to layer that right on the top right there. Then I want 1 more little sprig of green right there on that side. So we're going to turn it over to the back and add our glue to the back of the right side. And we're going to put this down right about there. Is anybody else enjoying this cool weather? When I woke up this morning, it was 50 degrees. I was so excited. Okay. Now I'm going to use my black Stampin' Dimensionals. The black Stampin' Dimensionals come in a combo pack. So you get your regular size dimensionals, and the foam underneath it is black. So if you have a dark cardstock and you don't want that white to be so bright shining through, you can use your dark. But it comes with the regular size Stampin' Dimensionals, and then it comes with the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and I think I might have, I thought I had some already out. Okay. I'm going to flip this over. We're going to flip our little bouquet over, and I'm going to use the the small mini dimensionals in black, and I'm going to add some, I want this to sit right about here. So I know that I don't want any dimensionals to be on this right side of that leaf. So I'm going to turn this over knowing that this is the side that's going to go to the inside of the circle. And I'm going to just put some dimensionals where I don't think it's going to show. Right in there. And then I'm going to add one more right over here, and this is going to be okay if it shows through the back side here, because we're going to tie a linen thread bow, and it'll cover that up once we put it on that piece. Do you see how they're black? So you won't be able to see because it's on a dark base, so it'll be on this early espresso piece. So we want this to be right about there. I'm going to push that down. But you see how this, you can see that it's shiny right in there. I don't know if you can see that, how it's kind of shiny. That's the sticky part of the dimensional. But once we do our bow, our little double bow, it's not, you won't be able to see it. It'll cover it up. So we're going to do our double bow, and we are going to fold it over just like this. Make our two bunny ears, come through the hole, and tie. And nope, I made that just right. So I'm going to pull this, grab my scissors, cut that loop to make my two tails, and then I'm going to cut my tails over here, and I'm going to trim them like so. Then you just kind of twist it. You can pull your tails to make your loops smaller, however you want to do it. You make it however big or small you want. I think I've got mine just like I want it. Then I'm going to grab a glue dot, and I'm going to use the tip of my Take Your Pick tool to just roll that glue dot into a little ball, like so. I'm going to add it to the back side of this bow, and then we're going to lay our bow right there.